This episode is sponsored by Circle K. Get the most savings on every gallon when you fuel with the Circle K Fleet Card. Learn more at CircleKFleetCards.com.
Okay, we're here with Ed Peper, head of GM Fleet. Ed, thanks for joining us today.
Pleasure.
Yeah, Ed, I want to ask you about the Silverado EV. Really, what does it mean for fleets?
This is going to be one of the most exciting trucks that we have ever brought to the fleet market because it can do all the things that a light-duty pickup can do and needs to do. At the same time, the total cost of ownership savings with this vehicle are just going to be incredible. So we have a lot of interest in the truck already.
Yeah, that's great. Ed, let's talk about fleets in general. I mean, fleets are really at a crossroads, right? They're at a crossroads to a completely new electrification, vehicles and life cycle. But how should fleets really be processing this change?
Yeah, it's important. It's an inflection point and a huge inflection point in the fleet market. But I believe that the fleet market is going to tip actually before the retail market because the fleet managers and the buyers of product out there in the fleet market are going to see substantial total cost of ownership savings because you have no idle expense. You're going to have significantly less maintenance expense, and it'll be less costly to run on electricity than either diesel or gas. So when you show customers the total cost of ownership savings, it's enormous, and the payback is much quicker than one would think. So we think adoption in the fleet market is actually going to happen first.
How is GM Fleet poised to help its customers into this new electric market?
We didn't just start working on the fleet EV market. We've been talking to customers for the better part of 3 years now. And they all started with discussions around BrightDrop and the products with BrightDrop and the large van that came as a result of that. But for example, on this truck, we've had over 140 individual meetings with customers, 1 hour long meetings, kind of like focus group meetings that they could tell us everything they thought we needed in a truck and we could exchange information. Very beneficial. And as a result, in the fleet space, we have got about 82,000 reservations, and the 82,000 reservations, they don't come from 5 or 6 customers. They come from 280 unique companies. So it's small companies, mid-sized companies, large fleet companies. They all like the truck and what it can do for them.
Ed, really, GM now is also a service provider, right? I mean, they're working with different entities to get EVs into the hands of fleets. Can you talk about that universe and how it's growing?
We think it's a really important opportunity for fleet managers not to just purchase vehicles. There are a number of different things around EVs that they're going to need to run their fleets more effectively. We've got OnStar. We didn't just start OnStar either. We've had OnStar for 25 years, and we've been perfecting the telematics that can be derived from having built in OnStar. And so we think a lot of the solutions that we have for customers are going to make them much more sticky to GM as a whole. And it's not just going to be the vehicle, it's going to be everything else around the vehicle that we can help with what we call internally. We want to help fleet customers hit the easy button. And if we can make that happen for them, we're going to win, and we think they're going to win as well from doing business with us.
Right. Ed, thanks so much for being here today.
Pleasure.
Okay.
Always.
Yeah.